Intro. Present day. We have suffered enough. My family and I, we've been through it all, good and the bad. But we were resilient and strong throughout our days of terror. My name is Candace Skelly, and I am from Germany. I traveled as an immigrant as a child, and it was not an easy travel. I've been an immigrant now for 5 years. Gather today with me as I share my thoughts and journals that explain my journey through immigration. Entry 1. Dear Journal. May 7, 1889. I'm shocked. Today, my mother and father tell me about a journey that me and my father will be embarking. We will be going to the great land of America. But, my mother tells me, it won't be easy. Currently we are in Germany, my home country. The trip to America from Germany, and as a child, it's practically foolish. But I know it's a great opportunity. We leave tomorrow on a Hamburg steamer at noon, headed for New York. But it was not easy getting the tickets. My family comes from poverty. We barely have clothes, money, or even food to provide. But going to America can change this, for the better. But the rest of our family will not be able to go. Only father and I can go because of money issues. But after we settle in America, we plan to send enough money to bring them one at a time. Anyway, I must rest for now. Tomorrow awaits a big journey. Entry 2. May 8th, 1889. Dear Journal. Father and I walk to the steamer. We see much people that are crowded and squashed together. We wait hours in line to go onto the boat. After waiting, we are sent to steerage class because of the amount of money we paid. It's done like this. The more you pay, the higher the class. But when we got on it, it was a mess. The deck was crowded. People had nowhere to designate or to waste out, which resulted to disease. It was life-threatening. The journey was about a week to a month. It took 1 week and 4 days for our journey. It was not what you would expect. Nothing about the deck was good. God, I hoped we would make it out okay. Entry 3. May 9th, 1889. Today we arrived in New York. People cried tears of joy because they made the journey, and believe me, it was a tough one. Some people even knelt down and kissed the ground. I was very thankful, and so was my father. I could see he was very pleased. Back home in Germany, people went through things like war, famine, overpopulation, and religious persecution. These are some of the reasons why we left. I was just glad that we made the trip. After we arrived, we saw in front of us a big building that looked like a palace. It was surrounded by water. I asked my father what it was, and he said that it was called Ellis Island. He said it was a place where immigrants would go through a process of paperwork and examinations. I could see the anxiety in father's face. I asked him what would happen if you had an illness. He said that you would most likely get rejected and sent back home, or they would try to treat you with medicine if you had a curable disease. I hoped to myself that everything would be fine. And so, we waited and waited until we walked up the steps that led to the main hall, where examinations were taken. We got closer and closer to the line, and then we got tagged with our names and the country that we were from. Then, we were the next in the line to get examined. They took father's heartbeat, and he seemed a bit confused. Then they took a hook and stuck it up his eyes. He moaned in pain. Everything seemed to happen so quick. The inspectors moved so rapidly. After his turn was mine. The man took his measurement of heartbeats, and then he did the same thing with the hook to me. I didn't understand what it was that they were looking for, but it hurt really bad. After we finished, a man that greeted my father in German said that he would be translating for us. The inspector soon came over and asked us for questions, but the translator helped us. Father answered the questions. After a few minutes, the translator came back to us and gave us a paper. He then congratulated us, and I could tell that we were confirmed to leave. Father's face lit up. He seemed so happy. A tear dripped down from his cheek. But then we left to take a ferry. We had a feeling that things were going to get to be great. We soon settled down in a small cottage. Entry 4. September 18th, 1890. It's been a year since I've written in this diary. Life has been so good to us. Mother came in the winter and father got a job. Mother's still looking for one, but luckily I got a job as a maid for a house owned by some old folks. Not much, but all of it counts. Soon, we will make enough money to send for the rest of our family. It's been a good experience living in America. We are not all legal immigrants. I just turned 15 and now more responsibilities lie. It's so great to be in America. There's so much new cultures and opportunities, but learning the language is definitely a struggle. The thing is, if you don't, how will you be interactive to others? Even though the journey was hard, it surely all paid off in the end. Entry. Present day. After 5 years of being an immigrant in America, you learn some things. People are different to you, but there are also some upsides of immigrations. In America, immigrants are basically everywhere, and this is a good thing. Every day, we learn more and more cultures which help us understand the world around us. To be aware of the people around us. The earliest people of America were immigrants, and when more and more people from different places came, it described America as a nation of different shapes, colors, and even sizes. But this can also be a bad thing because people may not like this idea and take actions that can be very bad. Actions that can make them regret. But, in all, immigration is what makes up this country, for the good and for the bad.